I've seen this video on Twitter a couple of days ago. This is written by Tony Leah, a well-known Laravel developer. I follow him on Twitter and his activity. It's worth following him if you're into Laravel at all. And I've seen this article. This is a topic that I wanted to touch for a long time now, but I just decided to record a video, react to this article and add my thoughts to it, because I think this will be in a Tony Leah style, so that means it's well written. Okay, so let's just start. Livewire versus Inertia. When you start learning Laravel, you will also need to choose a stack that suits your needs and preferences. Livewire or Inertia. Both offer unique benefits and can change how you build your apps. If you find it tough to decide, worry not. I'm here to break it down for you, so you can make an informed decision. Spoiler, they're both pretty awesome. Yeah, I think that's my take as well. They're both pretty awesome. It's just they serve different purposes. So we'll see hopefully in this article. If not, I'll just do my best to explain when to use which and where each of these two pieces of software excel. And yeah. Okay, let's carry on. Think of Inertia as a friendly matchmaker between Laravel and your favorite JavaScript library, whether it's React, Vue, or Svelte. It seamlessly passes data from your PHP to a JavaScript object or framework. Yeah. Livewire is like a wizard that lets you create SPA-like magic without diving too deep into JavaScript. It uses server-side rendering and offers real-time updates. Paired with its companion Alpine.js, you have the power to create rich, interactive web apps. I think you can use Livewire without touching JavaScript at all. Most of the UI small interactions you can, I think, use Tailwind for most. But yeah, Alpine will make sense for anything that doesn't have to go a round trip to the server and back to render stuff. Yeah, all good so far. Inertia hits the spot. Most folks will reach for Inertia because they're comfortable with a front-end framework like React, Vue, or Svelte. Inertia lets developers harness their existing powers and skills in these frameworks while seamlessly integrating with Laravel's powerful backend. Here are some reasons to choose Inertia. Seamless integration with React, Vue, or Svelte. Enables SPA-like experiences with the server-side routing. Reuses front-end framework skills and components. Simplifies data handling between Laravel and JavaScript. Leverages more modern JavaScript ecosystem and libraries. Yeah, I think there are more benefits of using why you should use Inertia than just these 5. But yeah, let's carry on and see what else we can find about Livewire and Inertia. Okay, the Livewire magic. Livewire is a game changer. It offers a different approach to building dynamic SPA-like applications by keeping most of the logic on the server side. Pairing Livewire with its trusty sidekick Alpine.js gives you the ability to have a seamless conversation between the server and the client. Here are some reasons you might want to reach for Livewire. Minimizes the need for JavaScript, leverages server-side rendering for better SEO, reduces complexity in state management, integrates tightly with Laravel features, facilitates rapid prototyping and development. Yeah, it's just, I don't know if this is the best moment in this article to add my thoughts into Livewire and Inertia. I think you don't have to hire. So if you're a team, if you're a business owner, you hire developers. With Livewire, you have the benefit of, you only hire backend people, or your existing backend PHP team can handle Livewire because everything is PHP. They have to, you have to learn like the life cycle hooks in Livewire and some other stuff, but at the end of the day, it's PHP. While with Inertia, you have to have front-end people, I think in most cases, because you will leverage a framework like React or Vue or Svelte. And if you want to have you know, a heavy UI application, and you want to have one of these frameworks, full-fledged frameworks for the front end, I think you have to have like specialized front end people. But yeah, it's way easier to just use Inertia, I think, than the classic API SPA application. Okay, let's see. Downfalls. No tech stack is without its quirks. With Inertia, you'll need to commit to JavaScript framework, and state management can get pretty complex. On the flip side, Livewire might give you slower user interfaces since it relies on server-side code. But hey, these downsides can be smoothed out with some careful planning and optimization. Yes, you can, but if you have or plan to build a heavy on the UI app, I don't think you will reach for something like Livewire. In my own opinion, I think Livewire is more suitable for like a solopreneur, solo developer, building a startup, a product, and where speed is the important key. You want to ship fast. You don't want to, get too complicated at the beginning. But if you plan a bigger application with a heavy UI, yeah, I think Inertia and a front-end framework is the way to go. I think even Taylor recently said something along these lines, that if he or the team at Laravel want to build a new product that will, heavily rely on the UI on the front end, they will most definitely use Inertia with a front-end framework. Okay, which should you choose? In the end, the choice between Livewire and Inertia.js boils down to your project's specific needs and your team's expertise. Both are fantastic technologies, designed to make your life easier and your apps more awesome. Is Livewire slow and bad for UX? Some folks might say Livewire leads to a not so great user experience. Nonsense. A poor UX can happen with any framework if not done right. In order to make the user experience better in Livewire, you will use Alpine.js on the front end. Use Alpine for quick, on-the-fly interactions and Livewire for all the heavy lifting on the back end. While I'm agree with this, it still, I think, makes, unnecessary requests to the server almost all the time, which is fine, but not for, like, as I said, I keep repeating myself. If you have a heavy UI, relying on the UI application, I don't think anyone will reach to Livewire, even though there are ways to optimize, the interaction between the server and the front end. I still think an SPA or just a front end framework for the front end and just Laravel for the back end will be more performant. Okay. My hot take. After working with Vue for a decade, I decided to dive in headfirst with Livewire, and I'm loving it. Easily passing data back and forth between the client and the server has never been so enjoyable. If you haven't given Livewire a try yet, I highly recommend diving in. You might just fall in love with it too. So whether you go with Inertia or Livewire, remember, both paths lead to a more enjoyable and efficient developer experience. Yeah, I agree with most of what this article is saying. It's just, I think, Inertia will make sense for someone who's coming from like a front-end or JavaScript world. Like if you're a React developer or a Vue developer, never touched Livewire in your life, I think it's easier to get into Livewire, into Laravel, using Inertia coupled with a front-end framework, because all you have to do is pass in data from the backend to your Vue or React components. And it's very easy to have that data object filled in by the backend, and on the front end, just work with what you know best, your front-end framework. On the flip side, with Livewire, you have to learn PHP. You have to be, relying heavily on PHP and keep everything in PHP. There's a way to do that. I think a nicer way to use Vault and I don't know, class API or function API. That resembles a bit with how you will, you know, structure a React component. And you'll have blade files, but yeah, my recommendation is go with Inertia. At least give it a try, see how the, you know, passing data from the backend to the front end works, because I think you will find more similarities using a stack with Inertia than using Livewire, because most of the front end stuff is the same. So you will not get lost from the you know, first time trying Laravel out. Yeah, I'm curious of your thoughts. What will you use first, Livewire or Inertia? When do you use Livewire? When do you use Inertia? And your thoughts in general about these two technologies. Yeah, great article by Tony, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.